What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I'm going to focus in on the Anaheim Ducks, moving on to the conference finals, and what it means going forward. I'm going to preview the conference final, but more like tomorrow, but they'll take on the Chicago Blackhawks. But I just want to take a second and look at what Anaheim's done this postseason. They're 8-1 in the playoffs, having vanquished both the Winnipeg Jets and Calgary Flames. Making a run of it, knocking out Canadian teams, and really just being carried as much as by Ryan Getzlaf and Corey Perry. The secondary guys on the team, whether it's Bolesky, Silverberg, so many guys have had their moments, and that's been huge for the obviously Ryan Kesler. That's why they brought Ryan Kesler to Anaheim. Was to come up big and be that secondary center in the playoffs that can play in all situations and put points on the board when needed. And that's been a big reason why they're back to the conference final for the first time since they won the Cup. I don't think they've been this far since 2007 when they won the Stanley Cup, and they dominated the play against Calgary, particularly in closeout Game 5. They had 50 shots on goal. No, 47. Excuse me, I misread that. I'm an idiot, but to be out there and just pepper that many shots. Without Kari Ramo, that game probably would have been 5-1 after 2, and it just the Flames hung in there. And I think the irony is I thought the Western Conference was going to be murderer's row, and to a large degree maybe it was, but I think the East is a hell of a lot tougher of a conference than the West right now. You really look at Chicago had a big test in Nashville in the first round, and then they ran roughshod over Minnesota, who beat a St. Louis Blues team that had legitimate Stanley Cup aspirations. And then you look at Anaheim, they ran roughshod over Winnipeg again, and they beat Calgary in 5. It's like these are two teams in the conference final. In Anaheim's case, they haven't been tested much, and Anaheim's regular season numbers, they had a great record, but their goal differential wasn't great, which tells me they're playing a little bit of competition a lot. They never really, as well as they played, they could have been better, which I know is nitpicking, but they got to be at their best against the Blackhawks. This Blackhawks team isn't Winnipeg and it isn't Calgary. They're looking to become a dynasty, win that third championship, and the players aren't stupid. They know in Chicago it's going to be an off-season to change. With Kane and Taves contracts kicking in, certain really, really good hockey players are going to move out of the Blackhawks organization. So, it's their last stand in many ways. So, I'm going to be better, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. And I'll talk more about that in the conference final preview. But I figure I'd just dish on the Ducks moving on to the conference finals. Anyway, that's all I got. Some sort of the Power Play with CJ on the Anaheim Ducks vanquishing the Calgary Flames. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.